This is an overview of Lesson 8, User Experience. Lesson 8 is the first lesson in the unit on design, where the students start to design their website. They're going to learn about the design process from Google designers and from startup company designers. This lesson starts with videos on what is user experience. User experience is the idea of what does the user get out of the app and how will they use it. It's separate from user interface, which are the graphics and look of the app that they'll do later on. This week starts with the videos on user experience. We see that in the day one lesson plan, where the students watch the videos using an I do approach, where you as the teacher watch one or two of the videos with them, a we do approach, where they watch them in their teams together and they share the reflections, and an I do approach to finish all remaining videos on their own. The second day of the week is devoted to something called a persona grid. And a persona grid is a formal technique used by many software companies for characterizing the users of their app. It includes things like demographics, are they, are typical users male, female, age group, what are some of their pain points. So they basically characterize their potential users, and there can be more than one persona grid. You can have more than one class of user, but you try to capture them and their needs so that these can influence the user experience design that you put into your software. As usual, there's a student activity guide, which has the students watch the videos that are assigned and reflect upon them. The assignment this week is to generate a persona grid. And here's the persona grid assignment. It's actually easier to look at the example persona grid to see what the students will be creating. Let's click here and look at the example persona grid. So here the students will get together and they'll brainstorm who their potential users are. In this example, we're using the dog walking company. So here's the persona grid for a young professional. You can see that the age group for this particular demographic is 25 to 35. This happens to be a female with no children, alone with a working spouse, and has one or more dogs that they're very emotionally attached to. They work 9 to 5, and they're very tech savvy. Their pain points is they work the long days, and they need their dogs walked during the day. They're very attached to their dogs, and they want updates throughout the day. Solution: provide a dog walking service and online scheduling so that they can schedule easily and they're tech savvy. Provide online updates throughout the day so that they can see their dog and feel good. The second persona grid then for a dog walking company is an infirmed person, typically over age 70, cannot easily walk. In this case, we put a male down. No children, alone with an infirm spouse, one or more dogs, low to medium income, but not very tech savvy. Here are some of their pain points and the solution. So the students should get together and brainstorm their potential users, and their assignment has them create these persona grids. This is done as a Google slide, but you can do it in any way that makes sense for your students. And here we see that there's a user experience answer key for you as the teacher. There's the example persona grid I just showed you. There's the grading rubric for the persona assignment. There's vocabulary to help with EL learners and notes from the field.